Hello, my mystic friends. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate. And if you are feeling called for a personal consultation, you can check out my website or use the link below. Now, I want to share with you about this powerful passage of Mercury, the planet of our thoughts, our communication, our perception, and it's going to be shifting into the deep, murky waters of Scorpio. This will start on October 6, 2025. Now, Mercury moving into Scorpio is not a fleeting transit. It's going to unfold in two phases. So from the first will be from October 6th to October 29th, and then it'll happen again on November 18th through December 11th. Now, this is thanks to the upcoming Mercury retrograde. These two chapters are going to invite you to revisit, review, and finally to, at the end, integrate what you uncover at this time. So for the full picture, be sure to watch my collective forecast. So let's dive in. So for my Aries friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you have Mercury moving into your 8th house. Now, the 8th house activates where you are connected with other people through shared resources, debts, intimacy, sex, deep psychology. With the two passes between October 6th through the 29th, and then back again November 18th through December 11th. The themes return for review and an integration. This is the house that holds power and control and fear, and it's about integrating these themes into your life, of ridding yourself of it. I would expect probing conversations about wills and trusts and power dynamics, taxes, inheritances, your partner's income, whether that would be business or personal, business loans, and the energetic price of closeness, what it takes to be close to somebody. Your mind is going to become more investigative and very intuitive, and this would include doing your research, doing the shadow work. This is the house also of counseling and therapy, possibly forensic budgeting, in order to flourish and know better, do better with where is your time, effort, money, resources spent. Now, you can expose leaks, you can renegotiate contracts, name unspoken desires or fears that keep closeness kind of stuck where it is. The 8th house is the house of taboo topics, where we're afraid to bring up these themes. And so the opportunity will be checking out your debt, consolidating debt, simplifying like your subscriptions to things, clarifying who pays what. You, business partner, ex, spousal partner, the alignment with your money and your values. And I would look to practice intimacy, like within naming the needs and like bringing out the topics of being able to say what I want and what I need within your partnerships, your relationships, looking at boundaries and aftercare. Now, I'm encouraging you at this time to look to keep meticulous records of where is your money invested? Where are your finances invested? Double check your automatic payments. Ask, what is the true cost of something? Not just believing what you're hearing, before you are entering into obligations, whether they be partnerships or contracts or negotiations with others. When jealousy or scarcity mindset like rears its ugly head, pause. Look to orient to the room. Look to breathe in and down through your spine and respond after your body settles in, after that initial shock. Create these structured containers for these hard conversations with start and stop times, and looking at who you have these shared intentions with. Replace interrogation with curiosity. Look to use open-ended questions and look for reflective listening, and have these consent check-ins with, this is what I meant, And it's just a reiterating what you're saying and what you're hearing and making sure that it's reciprocal with the other person. Transmute secrets into a form of wisdom, because this is the house that is diving deep into wanting to understand where are you connected with generational themes that come up. So you can share selectively with safe people that are in your life, never as this leverage of a secret or something. If grief or betrayal or loss does surface, honor it through a form of ritual, therapy, counseling, or a somatic release, so it alchemizes into trust for you. My Aries friends, a mantra can be, I share with clarity and I receive with grace. Truth deepens into intimacy, and wise boundaries, they protect my power. So for my Aries friends, thank you so much for being with me. If you're ready to dive deeper into this transit, check out my video for the collective energy and what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. And to those of you who like and subscribe and share, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Taurus friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you now have Mercury entering into your partnership sector. If you are the Taurus, then the Scorpio is the opposite of you. Best friends, significant others. This could be clients. It's the house of partners and collaborations. It's the people that you connect with, as in clients or even open enemies, rivals, or exes. Now, across 2 passes, we're going to have from October 6th through the 29th, and then from November 18th through December 11th. You're going to have whatever comes up at this time a chance to revisit, to rethink, revise, review these topics. So these can be conversations that turn between you and others into more penetrating and more clarifying. Expect truth-telling about commitment and about fairness, about power and control dynamics, and the emotional contracts that are possibly beneath the legal ones. You might renegotiate terms or revisit vows or confront possibly unspoken resentment that you harbor on the inside, or this could be from others onto you. Mercury, it sharpens our perception. And so you're going to be able to read the subtext and the motives, which are going to help you to advocate for reciprocity and respect between you and others. I would encourage you to define the groups, the containers that you have for collaboration. This is the house of where you work with others and sign contracts and negotiations. And so this is writing and rewriting agreements. This is about establishing conflict and repair through rituals or communication. You committing to what's mutually nourishing for yourself and the other person. Practice brave listening. Let partners finish before replying or thinking about what you're going to reply with. Mirror back with what you've heard to reduce projection onto others. Name your needs, name your boundaries without apology. Ask for the same thing in return. Prepare for these key talks, because this is an opportunity to grow, change, and deepen your connections with others. Outline your goals, outline your non-negotiables, your desired feelings. I would encourage you to use your I statements. I would encourage you to use slow pacing and consent checking in before diving into heavy topics. I always use the phrase, are you in a space to receive, before I open a conversation with a family member or a loved one. So when paranoia or defensiveness does come up, because that's what this is testing for you, ground into the facts. Avoid mind reading. Replace surveillance with transparency, not only from you, but for you, asking for it from others. calendars, budgets, shared notes. All of this will help you to connect clearly with other people. Differentiate between intensity from intimacy. Choose steadiness over drama, because this can stir up fears. Look to honor endings that reveal misalignment and honor recommitments that can create safety between you and others. Seek mediation, therapy, counseling, or just a wise third party and their perspective when you feel stuck. Let curiosity replace assumptions during this transit. My Taurus friends, a mantra can be, I co-create relationships where truth, reciprocity, and repair are possible for all. Clarity strengthens my bonds and protects my heart. So for my Taurus friends, thank you so much for being here. If you're ready for more information, check out the video for the collective energy for a deeper dive. I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. And to those of you who like, share, and subscribe, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Gemini friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Mercury is your chart ruler. Wherever it goes, it always affects you, and it affects your home life. And so the themes of this Mercury is going to be in the sign of Scorpio. It's activating your day-to-day living, your work sector, your health sector, your patterns of balancing your home and your career. It's going to have 2 passes from October 6th through the 29th, and then it will come back November 18th through December 11th. So you're going to have to analyze the workflow arrangements, schedules. It'll bring about themes of team dynamics, body signals. Remember that this is the house of how I manage my day-to-day living, and how do I manage my home and my work, and also how do I, what service do I give? What output do I give to others? I would expect revelations about your boundaries at work and this invisible labor and possibly burnout to come up. You investigating what is the root cause of what is going on. You can tune into streamlining your everyday processes, possibly documenting everything that you're doing and saying, this has to be more in alignment. I have to have more improved client communications, or I have to be able to figure out where this is going off track. You investigating the root causes of reoccurring glitches within your life. And this could mean getting an online calendar, getting a reminder set up on your phone. Health-wise, this could be about study patterns or that involve your sleep or your hydration or your nerves, or small adjustments that could be made. Remember that this is the house of alternative healthcare and healing practices and modalities, and diving into being in alignment with your mind, your body, your spirit, seeking out a counselor, a guide, or a mentor, or a chiropractor, or someone who could help you get to the bottom of simple problems that are holding you back. I would look to your calendar to automate routine tasks for yourself, to clarify roles, and to possibly renegotiate the scope of things, to craft sustainable habits that you can follow through with. Look to upgrade tools or eliminate redundant steps, and look to define like things that are done with things that are not done. This is the house of, if everything flows well, everything else in your life is balanced. And so this will be an opportunity to treat your body as a primary instrument, that you can build rituals that protect your energy and focus. And if that means stopping work at a specific time, or going out for a walk in order to ground, or connecting with friends for coffee, that has to be scheduled in order for you to be in better alignment. Look to perform this audit and track your time, list your obligations, and sort them by the impact on you. Say no to misaligned tasks. Delegate things when you can. When anxiety strikes, release the themes or the ideas of perfectionism and move towards being in alignment where you can create this communication through agendas or written recaps or walking and stretching. This is you tapping into what does your mind, your body, your spirit really need. These are micro practices that you can put in between all of the other tasks. So for example, creating a video and then stopping in between for a quick yoga move. This is you celebrating the work that you do, but building in a systemized care that you can take care of yourself, not with heroic spirits, but saying, I have to make myself a priority before I can be of service or actually do my job. So for my Gemini friends, a mantra for you can be, I refine the small things with devotion. I clear systems and I have honest communication, and I am working on my vitality of mind, body, spirit, soul connection. So for my Gemini friends, thank you so much for being here. To learn more about this, check out my video for the collective energy for more of an overall theme that will add more depth to this. I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. And to all of you who like, share, and subscribe, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Cancer friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you have Mercury moving into a fellow water sign. It's in a harmonious aspect with yourself. So I absolutely love this for activating your house of creativity and beauty and romance and pleasure and joy and children and tapping into your own inner child. This is the house of taking a risk. And so Mercury here is going to make 2 passes. The first is going to be from October 6th through the 29th, and then the second will be in November. This will be when it will retrograde. And so the desire to play, to tap into your own creative voice, it's going to become more honest and more intense for you. I would expect deep conversations about what lights you up, about how you date, how do you parent, about what risks you are willing to take for your own personal joy. There's this fertile cycle. The 5th house is what do I want to create and give birth to, literally or figuratively. And so this is a beautiful fertile cycle to do research-driven artistry or drafting scripts or composing for you. Now, romantically, this is the house of lovers. There can be conversations that reveal motives or boundaries, and this will be a time to have honest, clarifying comments, questioning between the two of you to check for chemistry. I love that during this transit, it's an opportunity to commit to a passion project, something that literally lights your inner flame, refining your creative processes, you scheduling sacred play, defining what romance means to you, establishing a shared language of affection and aftercare. Look to support children's big feelings at this time with listening and structure. And it's also about tapping into your own inner child, healing your own inner child. Look to court your muse. This is about tapping into bringing fun and joy and making it a daily practice. Short sessions. This is not about perfectionism. This is you saying, I need to focus on play, fun, joy, intimacy. State your intentions. Set the pacing and check the connection that you have either between your children or your lover or the craft that you are diving into. Now, Scorpio brings obsessive energy, and so when obsessive crush energy, it spikes, ground into your body, like tap in and choose self-respect over fantasy at this time. Protect your creative time with boundaries around notifications, letting people know exactly where you stand, and it doesn't need to be why. No is a complete sentence. You have to put yourself first. This is practicing courageous sharing to other trusted people in your life, and then requesting feedback. This and if your joy, if it feels blocked or stymied, look to excavate shame stories and release them through movement within your body or breath or therapy. List the delights that you can take one risk each day of something that brings you joy in order to create a momentum that will follow. My Cancer friends, this is you turning into bringing yourself joy and pleasure on a daily basis of nurturing and caring for yourself, not only your loved ones or children or family. So a mantra for you can be, I let joy be deep and truthful. My heart, art, and my love life flourish through play and healthy, clear boundaries. So for my Cancer friends, thank you so much for being here with me. For more on this transit, check out my video for the collective energy, and this will give you a deeper insight of what else to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who like, share, and subscribe, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Leo friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you have Mercury moving into the bottom part of your chart. It's activating your fourth house of home and family and your traditions, and it's emotional security. It's what you build everything else in your life upon. Now, Mercury here is going to come in two phases. The first is going to be October 6th through the 29th, and then it will retrograde November 18th through December 11th. So I would expect private conversations to deepen. Themes that have to do with ancestry, inheritance, family, traditions, real estate, the stories that your household runs on. I would expect revelations about the boundaries that you have within your own home, or unspoken loyalties or patterns that you have absorbed in childhood. And these could be like passed down from one generation to another, and now it's on you to break the cycle. These favors are about decluttering documents. It's going into your home and organizing your wills, or creating a safer space for family communication and dialogue. Your inner narrative, because Mercury likes to talk and share and communicate and gather information, and in the sign of Scorpio, it's ready to dive deep. It's ready to have those deep conversations. It's not about superficial. And so your inner narrative shifts from performance to authority and being authentic. You crave a home that will support your nervous system, like the base of which you build the rest of your life on. The opportunity of this transit is you stabilizing, repairing your home, refinancing, relocating, rearranging your sacred space in order for it to reflect who you are now. Name your needs clearly. This is you discussing with others shared budgets, you creating rituals that will soothe. This could come through meals, candles, prayers, journaling. It's about tuning into where do you feel the sacred pause, the safety. I would encourage you to pause before reacting to family triggers, because Scorpio dives deep and things can be shocking and surprising. And so this is you tuning in, orienting yourself, breathing, stopping, pausing, and then speaking from your adult self. replacing these triangles, these secrets with direct, compassionate talks. Set meeting times to readdress these hard topics, and with an actionable step. Document the agreements and then post them visibly. This is about putting things down in writing about what was said or what intentions are meant to come from the conversations. Offer and request repair when these difficulties occur. This is like owning your words and apologizing when it's on you. If there is ancestral grief or energy that kind of comes up at this time, honor it with photos in order to release it. Write a letter that you never send. Burn it safely. Let your bedroom be the sanctuary and let it be dark and screen the light. This time for you is about creating your home, your sacred space. So, my Leo friends, a mantra can be, my home is a harbor. I honor my roots and repair and build a sanctuary that restores my heart. So for my Leo friends, thank you so much for being here. If you're ready for more, please check out my video for the collective energy where I go into a deeper dive of what to expect. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who like and share and subscribe, thank you so much because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Virgo friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you are ruled by the planet of Mercury. Your career is ruled by the planet of Mercury. So whenever it moves into a sign or stations retrograde or makes a conjunction with another planet, it truly affects those two areas of your life and then the house that it is located in. So for you, Mercury is activating your third house. Your third house is about communication, speaking, neighbors, siblings, cousins, taking short trips, classes, workshops, all of these topics. Now, Mercury is going to make two passes. The first is going to be from October 6th through the 29th, and then from November 18th into December. So think about these everyday conversations that you're having, and it's about gaining depth, diving into them. Possibly you hear subtext, it's you decoding motives, it's looking at what is being said between what is being said. It's looking for the hidden motives. It's you craving meaningful dialogue. I would expect revelations that come through texts, email, contracts, local news, phone, anything that is a shared form of communication. This is an excellent time for research or investigative writing or podcasting or skill building, like taking a class or a workshop. Look to old misunderstandings with siblings or peers that you can revisit them. It's identifying them and then resolving when that truth is finally named. During this transit, it'll be about you refining what is your message, you redesigning your workflows of the way that you communicate, the way that you take in information and share it with other people, and you setting clearer norms. Your response times, channels, privacy, all of those themes are going to come up. This could be you taking a class that can sharpen the way that you talk and communicate with ethical speaking. Audit your information diet at this time. Look to what are you taking in and replace the doom scrolling with purposeful learning. Update your passwords and protect your data. This is the third house that says all forms of communication are now under review for myself, my career, my life. So I would encourage you to practice mindful speech. Slow down. Choose one point at a time in order to share with others, to stop when you've landed it, not drive it into the ground. Use reflective listening in order to reduce the projection onto others. Document your agreements, your decisions in order to anchor how you're going to follow through. Like I will follow that up with an email and then send that off so everybody is on the same page. When rumination, it spirals because Scorpio season can bring this energy. Drop into your senses. Look to feel your feet, to see color, to count your breaths. This is tuning into mind, body, spirit, and to be in alignment. At this time, it would be fruitful to create technology boundaries, like email windows or notification silences and communication pauses that can help you to reset your nervous system to not always be available to everybody all the time. If secrets do arise, because Scorpio can find them, and with Mercury here, share carefully. This is about you and about others, and only with the consent of everybody involved. Let curiosity lead you, because not every silence hides malice. My Virgo friends, a mantra can be, my words are precise and kind. I listen deeply, I speak truthfully, and I build connection through clarity and care. So for my Virgo friends, thank you so much for being here. For more on this transit, check out my video for the collective energy where I go into a deeper dive. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. And to those of you who like, share, and comment, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Libra friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you have Mercury moving into your second house. This is the house of your cash, your property, your talents, your skill set, your possessions, things that you need, want, and desire for your own security, for your own self-worth. Now, when Mercury moves into Scorpio, it will be here twice. It's going to have two phases or two pauses. And so the first will be from October 6th through the 29th, and then when it retrogrades back in November 18th through December 11th. This will be a time when you will look at your budgets. This is about scrutinizing your budgets, all forms of pricing. This is about looking at your deeper beliefs that are driving your financial choices that you are making. This could be in people, places, or things. Your choices of people, places, and things of who you want and need in order to feel safe and secure within your life. Now, I would expect revelations about undercharging or where you overgive. And oftentimes when I bring that up with clients, I will say that someone is stealing from you, and they will say no. And I remind them that stealing of your time, your effort, your energy is worse than stealing crystals from me. Don't take things from me that I cannot get back. And so this will be a time that you will scrutinize those themes in your life. And it's about looking at where you've overgiven or shared or allowed people to take from you. Now, look through negotiations or contract reviews, audits that benefit you from now having a sharper perception of what you value and your own worth. I always say, know your value, know your worth. You can reclaim overlooked talents and align your income with authentic value of creating a value-based budget. You can cancel out the leaks of where things are just going to the wayside. You can set these clear boundaries around lending or gifting or bartering or sharing. You can update your rates, your prices. You can write clear scopes at this time and document deliveries so reciprocity is truly going to be measurable. Look to automate your savings and make sure that you are paying yourself first. Protect your passwords. Look to practice receiving without an apology and to take that thank you. Separate your worth from wealth. Look to affirm your value like daily, regardless of numbers. Track every expense for 30 days. Study patterns without shame and choose one change with the biggest compounding effect. And when fear spikes in, engage your senses. Touch fabric, sip on water, look at something that's beautiful, and then you can decide on what to do next. Replace vague money talk with specific dates and amounts and prices. Look to this as looking at putting a price on responsibilities. Your time is valuable. Renegotiate gently yet firmly when terms come to drifting between you and others. Consider mentorship on pricing or wealth trauma if old stories just won't budge for you. Simplify your tools, your nervous system, because it needs clarity more than sophistication. My Libra friends, a mantra for you can be, I honor my value and my resources wisely. I have clear boundaries and truthful numbers that support my abundance. So for my Libra friends, thank you so much for being here. For more on this transit, check out the collective forecast for a deeper dive into this to give you a broader understanding. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. To those of you who like, share, and subscribe, thank you so much because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Scorpio friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Mercury is now moving right into your sign. I absolutely love this because Mercury is activating who you are, your identity, your body, your personal voice. I always say that the first house is your business card. It's your website. It's who you are presenting, who you are sharing with the world. Now, Mercury here is going to come with two passes. The first is going to be October 6th through the 29th, and then it will retrograde November 18th through December 11th. And so at this time, Mercury represents your words, the way that you speak, talk, share. So your words are going to carry extra voltage. Others will feel your presence and subtext. I would expect clarity about who you are now versus who you've outgrown, your older self. You might refresh your wardrobe. This could be bio, headshots, website, business cards. This could be looking at your digital profile online and reflecting on the inner truth of who I was and who I am. This is you initiating beginning with a focus, a strategy, a psychological shift, using your intuition to alter the perception of what you want to share about yourself with other people. It's you reading the room accurately. I love this for the opportunity to rebrand yourself with integrity. This is looking for clarifying what you offer to the world, who you are, you stating your boundaries clearly, succinctly, setting timelines for goals, and protecting your focus, what you want to manifest. This will be a great time to update your bio across any and all of your platforms, your social platforms that you are on. This is practicing embodied communication for you, your pace, your tone, and using silence as a tool. Design your personal manifesto to steer choices when your emotions intensify. Now, I would look at this as looking within a mirror as self-inquiry first, disclosure second. Journal before you announce something. Like, put it on paper, read it, think about it. Replace sharpness with precision during this time. Powerful doesn't require harshness. When projection swirls around you, ground yourself in the sensation and then bring yourself back into what are the facts before you come back out with something. Create pause within rituals before having these high-stake conversations with others. Breathe. Lengthen your spine, soften your jawline. This is you releasing the tension that you're holding within your body in order to reflect it outward with what your motives are. Retire and let go of old identities that came from survival modes and choose ones that are aligned with vitality. Ask for reflections from people that you trust, good friends, trusted allies, and integrate only what resonates with you. I always ask before I give somebody those thoughts and opinions if they're in a space to receive. And so make sure that you are in a space to receive what they might say to you. If you are tempted to persuade someone, invite consent and offer choice, but let the truth magnetize itself. With Mercury and Scorpio, it's having the truth coming out. So a mantra for you can be, I speak from embodied truth with clarity and presence and steady boundaries that reveal who I am becoming. So for my Scorpio friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. If you're ready to dive deeper, check out my video for the collective energy and what to expect. Thank you to all of you who have liked, shared, and subscribed, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Sagittarian friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you have Mercury moving into a very dark and hidden part of your life. This revolves around solitude and dreams and intuition and tapping into the spiritual realm and leaving like the earthly realm. This is the house of endings and unconscious. It's our ancestors and our guides. It's past life regressions. And so Mercury is going to be here for 2 passes. The first is going to be from October 6th through the 29th, and then it will retrograde November 18th through December 11th. And so I would expect messages to arrive to you through dreams or through symbols, through songs, through synchronicities, or these quiet revelations when you just sit there and you tune in and it's things just click and they make sense. It's the universe's way of getting messages to you. I would also expect disclosures of things that are behind the scenes, insights about burnout. This is the house of the broken record, where we tell ourselves things of what other people have told us, or an awareness around patterns that you usually avoid. This cycle with Mercury and Scorpio and then the whole retrograde, it really favors the rest and the retreat, the spiritual study, therapy, and it's also about completing chapters within your life with ease and grace. There can be creative work that thrives within privacy, because the 12th house is where we go to sit and do yoga and meditate and to be alone. This could be releasing of a story that has either been told to you or that you have told yourself. Meditation, it can amplify the accuracy of your intuition daily. Look to journal before you make decisions during this time. I love this for building restorative rhythms. When we are not in line with our mind, body, and spirit, our 12th house is where things reveal it. Sleep rituals, screen curfews on the computer or on our cell phone, reflective mornings. Try dream journaling or astral travel, astral projection, or the Akashic records, or tapping into past lives. Guided imagery to converse with your unconscious self or your spirit guides, angels. Forgive yourself for past choices as understanding now comes to you. Protect your alone time like it's an appointment in your daily planner. Know that silence is going to be medicine for you. When guilt or shame or blame come in and resurface, breathe into the feeling and uncouple it from your identity. Name the tendency to overwork or to rescue others. Choose boundaries over martyrdom. Practice release rituals. This could be in salt baths, or burning old notes or old letters, or deleting expired files. If secrets emerge, because the 12th house is the house of secrets, the hidden realm, choose integrity. Look to tell the truth to the right person at the right time. Seek a confidant, a chaplain, a therapist, or somebody who is safe in witnessing. Let these endings be endings so that the beginnings can now breathe light into you. A mantra for you can be, in stillness, I hear my wisdom. I release what is complete, and I renew my spirit with honesty. So for my Sagittarius friends, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. For more on this transit, check out my video for the collective energy to have more of an in-depth overview of what to expect. To all of you who like, share, and subscribe, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Capricorn friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you have Mercury moving into the sign of Scorpio in an area of your house that activates your house of friends, your social circles, your audiences. It's your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, your networks, whether they're for work or for pleasure. The 11th house brings in themes of who do I connect and collaborate with? And so there's going to be 2 passes of Mercury here. The first is going to be October 6th through the 29th. The second, when Mercury retrogrades, will be November 18th through December 11th. This will bring in themes of social dynamics. It can reveal like the subtext between what's going on between you and other people and these groups, these networks. And remember, these can be in person or they can be groups on your phone, like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It's the social areas of where you spend your time. And so this is possibly revealing the subtext of alliances between you and others, or where you might be left out, jealousy, loyalty, shared resources. Remember that Scorpio is very magnetic. It either pulls in or it repels out. And so I would expect to have very candid conversations about roles, credit, who gets credit for what, who did what is the mission statement. With Mercury and Scorpio here, this is going to be a prime time for you to have strategic networking. This is where you will focus on possibly community research, reviewing the metrics that actually matter to you. Where are you putting your time in your life and within these groups that you are part of? And remember, they can be online, where you volunteer, or where you work. I would audit all platforms. I would focus where your message really is landing and where relationships can deepen by having those conversations. I would also invite brave feedback. I would celebrate the small wins publicly and often. Look to let go of connections that are not supporting you, that you can create these more deeper aligned allies where you have the same purpose behind each project that you want to, because it's you scattering your energy far and wide. And when you align it with one thing at a time, more gets done. Look to draft agreements and these norms for decision making and repair. Name your North Star and translate it into these quarterly goals of, this is my goal and this is what I want to achieve and this is how I'm going to achieve it, even if it's only for yourself. Map out the people that can support you or that you need to be aligned with. Clarify who has decision rights about the group dynamics. Publish a clear project calendar and look to tap into it consistently, even if it's only for yourself. Look to avoid gossip at this time and triangles where he said, she said. Speak to people, not about people. Track your contributions and do it transparently. This is you noticing and keeping track of where is your time and energy best spent. This is about visibility, building trust for you. Now, when competition triggers you, because Scorpio, it magnetizes, it draws in, and it can sometimes bring about fear-based. Turn your envy into information. What desire is it pointing at for you? Look to offer honest praise freely, because it's going to strengthen the field or the energy or the people that you are with. They're going to know. Host structured meetings that have agendas and notes so that the forward momentum can persist. Call in support before you have burnout. This is noticing where you might need support and calling in those people. If a friendship reveals betrayal for you, address it directly or close it gracefully. Dignity is a strategy. Use it wisely during this transit. So for my Capricorn friends, a mantra for you can be, I cultivate authentic community and shared truth with collective vision. So for my Capricorn friends, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. If you're ready to dive deeper into this transit, check out my video for the collective energy to give you a deeper dive of what to expect. Thank you so much for all of you who like, share, and subscribe. It is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Aquarius friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you're going to have Mercury move into an area of your chart that is the top of your chart, the 10th house, your career, your job, your reputation, your legacy, your responsibilities. This can represent authority figures or you as an authority figure. Having Mercury here, it's going to have two passes. The first is going to be from October 6th through the 29th, and then the second will be November 18th through December 11th. And so I would expect professional conversations. They can become very strategic. They can become revealing. This is you taking that deep dive with the probing questions. I would expect clarity around authority figures or you being the authority figure, visibility. This could be about compensation and the story of what your brand is, who you are, is revealing and telling. You can renegotiate roles, you can update your bio, refine offers. Remember that this is everything that you want to do, your responsibilities, your reputation, your legacy. This is you defining the message that reflects the true impact of what you want to hold, what you want to do. There can also be hidden politics at play here during this time. I encourage you to work to respond with poise and documentation, because Mercury is getting in writing. That's email, phone, and text. It's getting the information down. There could be an audit of your reputation with touch points across many different platforms. Look to calibrate your goals to the season's realities of what is going on collectively. Block deep work time for weekdays only if it's possible, because it's saving some time for yourself to recalibrate. Look to craft a statement to refresh your own portfolio and schedule these key meetings when you are at your optimal best. Gather the testimonials of other people through their text messages, through the emails. Look at case studies, look at metrics in order to demonstrate the outcome and not promises. Look to nurture sponsors, the people who support you, and these champions intentionally. Follow up with them. They are the ones that are either looking up at you or the people that you look up to. Prepare for negotiations during this time, because this is at the top of your chart is you having to know your own numbers, knowing the alternatives, you being able to have a walkaway point. Use concise, confident language within your emails and your presentations and your text messages, the way that you are communicating with other people. Before you make any announcements to anybody, look to brief everyone in order to reduce the surprises that can come from unexpected information. Keep decision logs or written recaps so you can follow the momentum of things. When imposter feelings come in, and it happens with everybody, then this is a time for you to review your wins. It's a time to practice embodied empowerment. Ground your feet, have a tall spine, relax your face and jaw. This is you stepping into, this is your craft. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to say, and it's owning it with authority. So avoid maneuvering and choose transparency at this time. Look to create a long-term trust between you and others. Seek a mentor if there is one that's above you that can give you a widened perspective and to help you to expand rooms that you want to enter later. So, my Aquarius friends, a mantra for you can be, I name my value and I lead with integrity. I have a clear strategy and a steady voice that's going to advance my calling. So Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. If you're ready to dive deeper into this transit, check out my video for the collective energy for a wider, deeper perspective. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. And to those of you who like, share, and subscribe, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey. So for my Pisces friends, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you have Mercury moving into a fellow water sign. It's in a harmonious aspect to yourself. The 9th house brings in themes of your belief system, religion, higher thoughts. It's publishing, legal matters, long-distance travel. It's cross-cultural. It's you expanding your mind and your body by either traveling somewhere or studying. And so Mercury here is going to be here for 2 separate passes. The first is going to be from October 6th through the 29th, and then it will retrograde in November from the 18th through the 11th. And so there can be things that you're going to start, and then questions of the meaning of religion or belief systems or places where you've traveled or courseworks that you've taken that question and intensify. I would expect deep dialogues about faith, about ethics, morals, worldview, your life's purpose. This is an excellent time for you to advance for your study, take a class, take a workshop, or become the teacher to teach something, to share your wisdom, share your knowledge, possibly for certifications, course design, or to book an outline. Remember that this is the house of also publishing, something with a psychological bite to it. I would look at legal or immigration matters. They can reveal possibly hidden details that come up at this time. Make sure that you are working on documenting things that you are working on. Journal, diary, or through email, phone, or text. And this is about advocating for yourself. Commit to learning, expanding your mind, a mentor, or being mentored. Articulate your philosophy in public. Plan a pilgrimage or a holiday or a trip, an educational trip. It doesn't have to be for just fun. This is something that can nourish your soul and your mind. This is how can I expand and enrich who I am. Curate your information sources. Elevate the signal over the outside noise. Apply for grants and visas and scholarships confidently. Map out your next steps of where you want to go and what do you want to do. Look to this time as an opportunity to examine your beliefs that you either inherited from your family rather than chosen, and keep what still rings true to you. And it's okay. Release and let go of the rest. Our parents, our family, our mentors, they are here for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and it's to give us this information. And so we cherry pick through it, and then that creates who we are by stepping into our own authority. create a study system for yourself, like reading notes or weekly synthesis or these get-togethers weekly, or this is you connecting with how can I integrate myself and still expand my mind. Now, when debates come up, because that's what Mercury does, Mercury brings up all types of conversation, trade in certainty for curiosity by having an open mind. Ask better questions for clarity. Share your voice through essays or talks or through workshops, and accept the improvement as it comes. If your path, if it intersects with going to a court or something that's legal, or educational institutions, keep records that are immaculate and seek wise counsel at this time, because it'll be in the fine details that you will be able to overcome any obstacles as they come up. Let humility be with confidence, and wisdom, let it grow through the dialogue that you have with other people. Know what you say and say what you know. So for my Pisces friends, a mantra can be, I expand through truth and practice, by learning and traveling and principled speech, by opening up these new horizons that are in my life. So for my Pisces friends, thank you so much for being here. If you're ready to dive deeper, check out my video for the collective energy and what to expect. I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. And to those of you who like, share, and subscribe, thank you so much, because it is your energy that fuels my journey.